Okay. We are ready to go. Just gotta make sure YouTube Studio is awake. All right. Love to see that. So, yeah, we are live. What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with, what is this now? My fourth series recap, series preview live stream of the year. And you already know, we're talking about the home opening series against the White Sox. And then I'll be previewing the upcoming series against the Stankies. So with that being said, before I get into everything, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell. I will be live tonight. I know it's supposed to storm, so hopefully everything is cool, right? No problems. I'll be live. I should be live for Boston and the Knicks tonight. Yeah! I did say I was going to be doing more non-Cavs games as we get closer to the playoffs. Just to get familiar with some of these teams that we're going to be seeing. So anyways, we're going to jump right into this. Alright, I don't want to take too long. I actually do have food coming soon, possibly. So, again, I don't want to take too long, right? But if I do have to, step out for a minute, you know where I'm going. So anyways, starting off with the first game of the series, the home opener. It was an afternoon game, awkward start time, like 5:10 p.m. because of the eclipse. And Tristan McKenzie on the mound against a White Sox bullpen game. They actually started off with Tanner Banks. Banks actually looked good, believe it or not. I was kind of pissed that we didn't pounce on him like I knew we could. But yeah, he looked like Randy Johnson. 2 1/3 innings, 2 hits, 1 run allowed, 5 Ks for Banks. And then McKenzie went out there and he was good. Besides the walks. He's got to freaking work on those freaking walks. His control is all over the place. I think it has something to do with his foot. Like his windup is all funky sometimes. And he ends up throwing a walk party. Which you don't want to do that. It could kill you if you're not careful. But luckily for us, it didn't kill McKenzie. 5 2/3, 3 hits, 4 walks, 2 Ks for Tristan. Knocks his ERA down to 4. He was like a 10 entering this game. It's at the 4 now. It's down to 4. He pitched a 4-hit shutout. Now, I mean, it's the White Sox. But that's pretty impressive, right? He was sitting in the 90s all freaking game. Good stuff. Other than the walks, solid game. McKenzie got the win. He's 4-0. Well, I wish he was 4-0. 1-1 with a 4 ERA. And Banks took the loss. 2.08 ERA for Mr. Banks. Of course, I streamed this game, so we know what happened, right? Scoring-wise, Rocchio reached on a fielding error, got the Guardians on the board first. And from that point, it was all Guardians. Andres Jimenez was hit by a pitch. Won't be the first time. Or the last time we see that. Yeah, it won't be the last time we see that for this team. Hit by a pitch with bases loaded. Spoiler alert, it happened later on in the series, too. So that scored a run, made it 2-0, and then Jose Ramirez had to put the bow on it with a 2-run blast in the 5th. It was over at that point. Guardians bullpen went out there and gave up 1 more hit after McKenzie. Yeah. I mean, McKenzie was fantastic, aside from the walks, but that's whatever. Heron, Gaddis, Cade Smith, who's a stud, and Clase went out there and shut him down. Good stuff. What you want to see, though. That's what you want to see. Definitely. So, moving on to game number 2. Of course, I believe I did stream this game as well. Wasn't as fun as the first game, as you can imagine. As it was Logan Allen on the mound, and I don't know what Logan Allen was doing, but it wasn't good at all. The White Sox jumped on him from the beginning. They were gapping him left and right. My God, every time they hit the ball, it would go into the gap. It pissed me the hell off if you watch that stream. Meanwhile, the Guardians tried that, and every ball would go into the glove, into the glove, into the glove, into the glove. It's like, it's all about location, right? God. But the offense didn't hear no bell because after the White Sox scored 5 in the first, we would essentially shut them down for the next, I'd say, 7-ish innings. Guardians would score 5 unanswered over the next 4 innings. Who in the first? Thanks in large part to Josh Naylor, 2-run homer. This was coming after Lenin Sosa, RBI double. Got him on the board, got the Sox on the board first, top of the first. Andrew Vaughn would single in a run. And then Corey Lee would single in a run. Like I said, gap, 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 gap. It's like, did these guys shop at the gap or something? Damn. Sheesh. Kevin Pillar, RBI double, 2-run double, scored 2, made it 5-0. And then, like I said, the Guardians woke up a little bit on offense. They chopped away at that lead. They didn't try to tie the game with like 2 swings of the bat. They did their game. 2-run homer for Josh Naylor, made it 5-2. And then bottom third, Tyler Freeman would single in a run, made it 5-3. And then Stephen Kwan would single in another run in the bottom of the fourth, made it 5-4. And then the Guardians were tied up with a Jose Ramirez RBI single. And then bullpen tried to hold it down as long as they could. Guardians had chances, couldn't capitalize. And eventually Scott Barblow came in there and blew it. Yeah. Up until Barblow came in, Morgan, Sandlin, and Gaddis were phenomenal. They gave up 1 hit apiece between the 3 of them. And they had 4 Ks from Sandlin and Gaddis, who are pretty damn good in the bullpen. Let me just say that. Gaddis has found his spot. He has found his home in the pen. He should be the setup man instead of Barblow. But, yeah, those guys were good. And then Barblow came in there and just projectile vomited everywhere. 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Ugh. We really traded De Los Santos for this guy. Why? He's a free agent after the year, and De Los Santos actually had term left on his deal. What are we doing? Wow, it's a rare L by the Guardians front office. Why trade De Los Santos? He was phenomenal for us. So let's trade him for a bum. Why? Oh, but if they were going to maybe they thought they were going to get rid of Class A. If they thought they were going to get rid of Class A, make De Los Santos the closer. But no, they weren't getting rid of Class A. Let's be serious. So, yeah, he gave up the ghost. Of course he did. Dom Fletcher would hit a double, gave him a 7-5 lead, and they would hold on to it for the rest of the game. So Guardians lose game 2, 7-5. Wilson got the win. He's 1-1 with a 1.80 ERA. Deservedly, Barblow took the loss. He's 0-2 with a 6.35 ERA. And Kopech, who is absolutely disgusting, you know there are going to be teams drooling watching his highlights, right? Especially when it comes to trade deadline season, with how ass the Sox are. Kopech's going to be a popular name out there on the market. He has his second save, 2.45 ERA. So, we go to the rubber game. Winner take all game, right? Tanner Bybee on the mound. I'm feeling good about this, and I didn't stream this game. I was doing the Cavs against the Memphis Hustle, the G League team. That's pretty much what the roster was yesterday. Cavs put off the win. And, yeah, Tanner Bybee, again, gave up 5 runs. This time not in the first inning. No. He gave up 5. Mostly. He gave up 2 in the third. He gave up 1 in the first, 1 in the second. No, 2 in the first. 3 in the third. That's what happened. But Gavin Sheets would get him on the board, right? RBI double. Oh, by the way, I almost forgot. I didn't talk about their freaking pitching line. But yeah, I mean, despite the fact that, and we also faced Mike Soroka too, by the way. Yeah, we faced Mike Soroka in that second game. He went 3 2/3, 4 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned, 3 walks, 4 Ks, and a homer allowed. 6.14 ERA. Logan Allen, not great either. 4 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs, 1 walk, 4 Ks. So, not great, but the offense picked him up. And, yeah, of course, Barbelo had to take the loss because he's a bum. So now, let's talk about the game yesterday. So it was Tanner Bybee against Eric Fede, who was pitching in Korea, I think last year. And once again, like I said, gave up 5 runs to start off, 2 in the first, 3 in the third on a 3-run blast. Gavin Sheets got it all started with a solo, well, not with a solo, but an RBI double. And then Benintendi got caught stealing. And then they got a delayed steal. Sly dogs over there, right? Lack of awareness by Jimenez, not throwing home. We essentially just said, here, take a run. Clearly he wasn't paying attention or something. No awareness. 2-0 after that. Top of the third, though. Gavin Sheets again. 3-run blast. So it's like, okay, here we go again. Down by 5. And once again, the Guardians offense rallied. They would score 5 runs the next 3 innings. The 4th, the 5th, and the 6th. A 3-run blast. No, yeah. Solo blast, excuse me. 2 homers in that 4th inning would get us on the board. Josh and Bo Naylor would homer. On National Siblings Day. Same inning. Awesome. But Naylor would homer, made it 5-1, his 3rd of the year. And then Bo would homer. 2-run blast, made it 5-3. And then, not to be outdone, Stephen Kwan would have his 2nd homer of the year, made it 5-4. And then, like I said, another hit by pitch. David Fry, bases loaded, hit by pitch, tied the game up. And then Gavin Sheets would strike again in the top of the 10th after our bullpen pulled some Houdini magic in the following innings to keep it tied. Gavin Sheets would RBI double in the 10th, made it 6-5. That's all we would give up, as the Naylor brothers would strike again in the bottom of the 10th. Josh would hit a game-tying RBI double, and then Bo would walk it off. So the brothers did some major damage on National Sibling Day. You love to see that. By the way, Antoinetti, how about we extend Josh Naylor? How about that? So that's all about that series right there. Fede went 5 innings, 4 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 3 walks, 3 Ks, 3 homers allowed. Sheesh. Not a great day for Fede. And then Bybee, 4 1/3, 6 hits, 5 runs, 3 walks, 2 Ks, and a homer. It's kind of weird, though, because the pitcher I thought that would struggle looked really good, and the pitchers that I thought would be really good struggled. It's like, what gives? They flipped. But hey, that's baseball. So, Guardians pitching looked kind of meh after McKenzie, but my God, the offense supported them. Scored, 12 runs after all that? This offense is insane this year. We can score runs. And of course, our best pitcher is freaking out because his elbow freaking turned to dust. Oh, man. If only Bieber's elbow wasn't completely mush. Be right back, guys. All right, guys. Sorry about that. That was Paul Dolan telling me don't slander him ever again. The offense is awake. I'm joking. I have no idea who that was. It was some random number. I hate when those random numbers call me. It's like, yo, who are you? Oh, I'm just a or the worst part is, it's a clearly like Indian person. They have the most American name ever. They'd be like, hello, my name is Jeff. It's like, your name's not Jeff. Come on now. You're trying to scam. Make it tougher. I mean, come on. Come on. What are you doing? But yeah, just like, or you get like a phone call and it's from a city like, yo, where's this? I've never even heard of that city. Anyways, offense showed up the final two games and they supported our pitching staff, which they're going to need it now with no Bieber. So the win, of course, goes to Eli Morgan. He's 1-0, 4.15 ERA. Brian Shaw, who came in and helped us out a little bit. Yeah, thanks a lot, Pedro, for putting in Shaw again. Clearly, Bozo didn't learn his lesson, but Shaw took the loss. He's 0-1 with a 9 ERA, and safe to say, our hitters love seeing Shaw on the mound. What's up, Brandon? Got our Jones back in the chat, of course. But yeah, Guardians take 2 of 3 against the lowly-ass White Sox. It's a divisional game, so you know things always act so wonky when it comes to these kind of games, right? But yeah, Guardians had 7 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. Sox had 6 runs on 10 hits and 1 error. Very funky-ass games in this series. I feel like that's what the whole season's going to be like. And we have now won 4 consecutive series to open the season for the first time, I think, in 20-some years. Pretty damn cool. Guardians are now 9-3, still first in the Central. Sox are firmly in last at 2-10. And they're heading down a dark, dark road. That's going to be tough. But again, Bybee, 4 1/3, 6 hits. 5 runs, not great. 3 walks, 2 Ks. Ugh. But we got to Fetty, and that's all that matters. 5 innings, 4 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 3 walks, 3 Ks, 3 homers. Love to see the offensive explosion. Hopefully we can keep it up, especially considering we're facing a good staff in New York coming up now. So talking about tomorrow's game against the Stankies. Of course, patient. Pretty much. Cookie, I believe, will be getting a start in this one. I don't know if they've announced the official starters. So yeah, it will be Schmidt against Cookie. Schmidt, no decisions. 4.66 ERA and 9 strikeouts. Looking at his past, and let's see how he's done against the Guardians. Whoop, not the Gardinas. I hate when I do that. We're not the Gardinas. We're the Guardians. Oh, it still showed it. Okay, cool. So he's actually, yeah, no decisions against us in his career. 4.35 ERA and 11 Ks, though. Stuff. Good stuff. You know, we were able to get to him, just haven't been able to beat him. Now, in his last start, 4 1/3 against Toronto, 6 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, 4 Ks. Against Houston, he had 5 1/3, 7 hits, 3 runs, and 5 Ks. So I think our offense will be able to get after him a bit. Now, Cookie, right back again. Damn it. Okay, that was Chris Antoinetti saying, stop freaking, talking crap about the Guardians, because, they're like, see? Not spending works. Whatever. But yeah, this should be an interesting one. Looking at Carlos Carrasco versus the Yankees. Now, with Carrasco being in the league for so long. Obviously, he's faced the Yankees a lot. He's 5-5 with a 4.01 ERA, 65 Ks in 13 appearances. Last time he was with the Guardians, he beat them in 2018. Went 1 inning. He was a reliever at the time. Okay. And then his last outing against them was with the Mets in 2021. 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs allowed, and 4 walks. Ugh. His best outing, I think, was without a doubt probably 2015. He got the win, went 6 2/3. There was a game where he went 8 innings and got a no decision. That's tough. Yeah, that was the longest outing he's had against these guys. Now, Cookie, obviously, coming off a game where he honestly didn't even look bad. The ball was all over the place. But, what do you mean? I'm in the chat, of course. I mean, you're always in the chat, R. Jones. Acting sus. But against Minnesota, 3 innings, 1 hit, 1 earned run, 3 walks, 6 Ks. He was just a victim of long-ass counts against the Twins. He couldn't get a guy out to save his life. I mean, he got outs, but it took forever to get him out. Swear, it took him forever. There was always like a 3-2 count almost every single batter. And that did a number on him. But he only allowed 1 run, which is fantastic. So we'll see how he does against a very formidable Yankee lineup. In terms of how those guys have looked against us and vice versa, Rizzo has 2 homers, 2 RBIs and a homer. Soto has a homer and 3 RBIs. Stanton has an RBI. Surprisingly, no homers as of yet. Judge has not gotten a hit off of Carrasco. That's shocking. See how long that lasts. Now against Schmidt, Jimenez, 1 RBI and 6 at-bats, batting .500. Naylor and Ramirez each have RBIs as well. 2 for Jose, 1 for Josh Naylor, both batting .500. So that's good to see, you know. Hopefully we can hit some out of the park and really tattoo Schmidt to start the series, especially with how good our offense is looking. Now for a game numero dos. This is on April, that's the 12th. The 13th. Here we are, 6/10, April 13th. I believe this is game 2. Yeah, this is game 2. This is the 12th, 13th, and 14th. It'll be Luis Gil. Luis or Luke? Is it Lucas or Luis? Let me see. Luis Gil, or Gil, against Tristan McKenzie. And again, looking at Gil, last start against Toronto, 4 1/3, 2 hits, 2 runs, 4 walks, 8 Ks, no decision. And then Tristan McKenzie, like I said, against the White Sox, 5 2/3, 3 hits, 4 walks, 2 Ks, and I got a dub. So much better from McKenzie. We'll see how he looks as his starts start going and his arm starts getting into form. Now, looking at Tristan, McKenzie versus the Yankees, 1-0 with a 2.45 ERA, 12 strikeouts. And his win came in 2022 where he shut them down. 7 innings, 1 hit ball. And for those wondering, that was probably against a punt lineup. You know how Aaron Boone is. Well, he faced a lineup of Rizzo, Stanton, Donaldson, Torres, Trevino, Judge as a pinch hitter, Hicks, Falefa, LeMahieu, Gallo, Gonzalez, and Carpenter. 1 hit allowed, and it was to Josh Donaldson of all people. Damn. That was crazy. And we won that game 2-0. Off of a home run by Franmil and a single by Franmil. So the Franimal was the culprit of both runs for the Guards. Good stuff. Now, Luis Heel against the Guardians. Let me look it up real quick. I'm pretty sure we've never faced him before. If we have, it's probably as a reliever. By the way, no Garrett Cole for this series, so that's good. Yeah, he's faced us one time, 4 1/3 innings. He took a loss. 3 hits allowed in 2021. 2 runs, 2 earned, 3 runs, 1 homer. And let me see when this game was. 9/18 of 2021. What was the score of this game? Oh, that was 11-3. Damn. That's crazy. But yeah, so last time we faced Heel, we crushed him. Hopefully it can repeat itself with a much more powerful, much more hitter-loving lineup. This lineup can hit. Not many homers, but they can definitely hit. Now, historically, against Heel, nobody has done anything against Heel as of the guys we have on the team right now. And then McKenzie, again, nothing. Because again, the one guy that got a hit off of him the last time we played him, we faced, last time McKenzie faced him, anyways. Well, Donaldson retired, so yeah, see what happens this time around. And then, of course, we talk about, McKenzie 1-1 for a 4 ERA. Knocked it all the way down to 4 after his last start where he was phenomenal. 4 Ks. And then Heel, 14 strikeouts with a 3 ERA. So we'll see what happens in this game coming up here. And then to wrap it all up on the 14th. Oh, it doesn't go that far. Hang on, I got to go to the schedule. I don't know if it's the starter for this game or not. If I had to guess, it'll probably be Logan. I mean, I don't know who else it would be. Unless they do a bullpen game, which, God forbid. So, yeah, it will be Logan Allen versus Cortez. Okay. So, Nestor Cortez. I know we've had our trouble with him over the years. What do you think about Jackson Holliday? Well, it's crazy to see him in the league, considering I was just really getting into baseball when his father was doing stuff in the league. Damn, it's like you're starting to see these kids of like legends. Like you had Vlad's kid come in many years ago. He's doing his thing in Toronto. Biggio, Bichette. You got freaking Jackson Holliday. You're going to see probably Manny's kid. Maybe Ortiz. I don't know if he has a kid doing it. But yeah, you're going to see Manny's kid show up at some point too. Manny Ramirez. And then we'll see who else. I mean, of course, there'll be many more as well. Makes me feel old seeing Jackson Holliday already. It's like, damn. Wow. But Nestor Cortez, let's see his last start. Let me see here. Nasty Nestor. Just realized freaking Heel has a tattoo on his neck. Like, what the heck? So in his last start, 8 innings, 2 hits, 6 Ks against Miami on the 8th. Before that, though, he took a loss against Arizona. 5 innings, 8 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, and 2 Ks. And he took the loss. So against a good lineup, he got shellacked pretty good. But against a trash-ass lineup, he was able to cook them because Miami stinks. They stink. And then, of course, like I just mentioned a little bit ago, Logan Allen, not great in his last start 2 days ago. Not great at all. Hopefully he'll look better against a formidable lineup. 4 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs, 1 walk, 4 Ks against the Sox in his last start. Now we look at Nasty Nestor against the Guardians. Nestor Cortez. I know we faced him a couple times. And I'm pretty sure he's cooked us every time. I feel like he has. Yeah, he's 1-0 with a 2.50 ERA and 18 Ks. The most hits he's allowed is 5 in 2019. The most runs he's allowed was 2, and he's allowed it twice. He's also had a home run in his last 3 outings against us. The last time we faced him, though, was 2022. So, yeah. See how that ends up. That should be a fun game. And then Logan Allen versus, let's see, I don't think he's faced him. If they mention Logan Allen, it's probably going to be the stinkier one. The bum from the Padres that we got in that trade. Okay, so 2022. So this is the Padres one. Yeah. Okay. So I don't think the other one has faced him because he just started this past year. Last year. So, yeah, he didn't face the Yankees. This should be an interesting series. I'm excited. But Cortez is 1-1 with a 3.50 ERA, 13 Ks. Logan Allen, of course, took a no decision in his last start thanks to the offense waking up and saving his butt. We still lost the game, though, of course, but he didn't take the loss, and that's all I really care about. So 2-0 for Allen, 4.60 ERA, 13 Ks. And then against Cortez, Josh Naylor has a home run with 2 RBIs and 4 at-bats. The only hit he has was the home run. And then against Logan Allen, Birdie faced him last year. Home run and an RBI and 3 at-bats. Of course, that was with the Marlins. And Verdugo, 2 RBIs. I believe that was, again, with the Red Sox last year. 1 for 3. So, yeah, they've never faced him. So this should be fun. The only guys that have actually faced him, obviously, Padres with Grisham, who's there now. Soto with the Nationals. And now in Verdugo with the Sox. And then Birdie, of course, with the Marlins. So, yeah, should be a fun series. I'm probably doing the game. I'm trying to think. Tomorrow I'm doing the Cavs. So, yeah, I'm not doing the Mariners game. I'm doing the Cavs game because they're facing the Pacers. That game's more important. Saturday, I might do it. I'm still kind of on the fence about doing the Ohio State spring game. So I might do a doubleheader, double stream day, spring game at noon, possibly. Although I might just sit back and watch that game. I don't know if I'm going to stream it. I don't know. I don't even think it'll be an actual game. It'll just be drills and stuff. It'll just be like, set offense, defense. I don't know how they're going to do that. And then, of course, I'll stream that game tomorrow, that night. Mackenzie. Yeah, I'll be streaming that one. So, hopefully we take 2 out of 3. I'm really expecting a win against I said Sester. Whoa, Nestor. But, hey, you never know. And then, of course, following that game, the Guardians head to Boston. Wow. Grand slam for the Mets against Guillorme. Damn. Tyrone Taylor grand salami against a position player. He must feel really good about himself. But yeah, the Guardians play a game on Monday the 15th at 11 a.m. because that's Patriot Day. Boston Marathon stuff. Damn. So, that'll be fun. Wake up at 11. That'll be a good one, I'm sure. Coming off an off day, too, so that'll be nice. No. Yeah, Sunday and then we're not off an off day. Yeah, Sunday against the Yankees, and then we roll into Boston for a freaking pre-afternoon game. Yay. 11 a.m. That's Patriot Day, I believe. Let me check. Just to confirm. Patriot Day. No, that's not Patriot Day. That's September 11th. Boston Marathon. April 15th. So Guardians play the Red Sox on Boston Marathon Day. That'll be fun. Sox are probably going to be wearing their marathon jerseys that they have. And if you're wondering about the Guardians City Connects, which they are getting City Connect jerseys this year, I believe they'll be unveiled in May at some point. So we'll see. Hopefully they don't look like booty. If they look good enough, I might consider buying one. But who knows? I don't trust Nike or Fanatics or whatever these days. Grand Slam down in the ATL. Yep. I'm excited to go to the game on Sunday. I bet you are. Hope the weather behaves. We all know how the weather can be. Alright. But that's all I really got, guys. So, should be a fun weekend. Hopefully the Guardians again can take 2 out of 3. And, yeah. I'll be live tomorrow for Cavs Pacers. Saturday for Guardians Yankees. And Sunday, we'll see. So, on Sunday, I'll probably be live for the Cavs because they play the Hornets. And that game will probably mean something. So, yeah. Yeah. With that being said, I am going to hop on out of here. And, by the way, how about Kansas City? Like, they are putting a stomping on the freaking Astros. Like, hey, yo, since when did Kansas City actually get good? They're up 9-1. They had 11 hits in the first inning. But I see they turned their offense down to like a 2 because they're only up 9-1 now. They've had 12 hits, 11 in the first inning. They batted around completely and then almost did it again in the first inning. That's crazy. Meanwhile, the Rangers, something fun is happening over there. Now, something really fun is happening. Who's pitching for the A's? Is it Blackburn? I guess it's probably Blackburn. It's Sears. Wow. Damn. So yeah, JP Sears is doing something pretty damn cool against the Rangers right now. Not going to mention it because I want to see if it actually happens. But if it happens, that means 2 teams in the AL West would have done something amazing in the span of like a week and a half or so since the season started. You can probably guess what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm not going to acknowledge it because I don't want it to get broken up. But we'll see what happens. At least the A's fans would have a little bit have something to cheer about. I've had 2 games postponed today already, too. Oh, well, so that's wrapping it up. I will see you all tomorrow for Cavs Pacers. Have a good rest of your day. Yeah, like I said, Jacob, hopefully we can take 2 out of 3. That's what I'm counting on. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Unless something happens, like the Browns sign somebody, or Cavs do something, or Guardians make a signing, which they won't. They don't sign or trade for players until later if they do. Unless they're desperate. If the Cavs beat the Pacers, and then if the Orlando Magic beat the Sixers, then the last game in Charlotte, it's going to be irrelevant. Most likely. This is going to be a fun final few days in the NBA. Again, I'll be live tonight for Celtics and Knicks. So if you want to tune in, we can have some fun and kind of, root against the Knicks. Just so we'd have a chance at the number 3 seed tomorrow. But, by the way, Spider Mitchell, looking good, buddy. Looks like he's starting to get back into form. Only took him the entire second half, mostly, but he's actually played consistently, and he looks decent. But I think the big thing is, stay out of the play-in, right? Because that means Spider would get a whole week, 5 days, to heal up. And I know he's going to use up all that time just getting that knee ready for the playoff grind. Well, the game does slow down a bit in the playoffs. it turns into like a half court game, and yeah, it slows way down in the playoffs as we've seen. But we'll see how it goes. So I'll be live for the game tomorrow. Be live tonight for said Cavs. No, Knicks and Celtics, and see what happens. So with that being said, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Guards, and I'm out. Bye. Yeah.